Alrighty guys, so this is the PT Cruiser. I hope y'all saw those shorts videos. They ended up approving everything, guys. I got my motor mount finally came in, timing belt, water pump. So I'm going in with OEM stuff, guys. You see these big old M on these parts? That's right, guys, Mopar or no car. Yeah, none of that German stuff over here. So, however, I did explain to y'all in that short the condition of my puller. I know some of you big money guys quick to yell out, "We'll just buy another puller." Yeah, that makes sense. Sure, that's the easiest thing to do, but this one's not totally going. I am not convinced it's going yet. I just think on this particular pulley, it's just not grabbing it right. All right, so what I'd like to do is add some reinforcement. I like to do what I call improvise. Okay, yes, I'm going to improvise this thing. I'm going to make these lips grab this pulley a little better. Okay, now I'm talking, but I can show you better than I can tell you. So let me set the camera up somewhere. I'm gonna use some cord, guys. I'm gonna use some electrical wire. All right, here's the thinking behind this. Just gonna wrap it around this pulley just to keep the three jaws closed, because what happens when you turn it on this to pull or to drive this center bolt in to pull the pulley off, the arms tend to want to let go. They tend to spread and just let loose. All right, with some tension behind it. Some people say use a big old hose clamp. You use whatever you want to use to get the job done. I'm gonna use this. Everybody has their own way of doing things. So I started doing this years ago, guys, a long time ago. Frankly, I think I'm the first one to start. So if you see somebody doing this, just know that they got it from JT, the car guy, online mechanic tips. They stole my idea. You know, a lot of that going on around these days on the internet. All right. So, just so you know that. But let me get this off. I got a lot of work to do. I can't believe they approved this. Y'all can see this motor mount is shot. They did the lower and the upper mount, but left the center one in now. Go figure. All right, guys. Let me set up prop somewhere and get this pulley off. This is where we got to start. Remember, I'm doing a timing belt. The only way to start is to start with the timing cover. In order to get the cover off, you got to get everything off that's in the way, such as this balancer, harmonic balancer, pulley. All right, let's get it. This is PT Cruise. I'm getting ready to do timing belt, water pump. You'll see all this stuff down there. Now, let me run something by you guys. I'm not going to fight with this AC line trying to get it all out. So I'm going to reclaim the Freon so I can open the AC system. But check this out, guys. In the process of removing these caps to install my AC connection, I hear this. Let's see if y'all can hear it. Y'all hear that? When I take this cap off, you can hear pshh. So that Schrader valve in there is failing. It's leaking. The only thing was stopping Freon from escaping, or refrigerant, is this cap was on there. Now that I have it off, it's just going to leak out. So I'm going to go in with a new Schrader valve. But my whole point is, I'm not going to fight with these lines. I see a lot of guys with leaders connected, or they don't have a way to retrieve the Freon. I do have a way. I have an AC machine, so I'm going to remove it so I can get these holes out of my way, so I can get to this timing cover easy. Alrighty, guys. This is where it gets interesting. Okay, this is the one we're chasing the noise. Y'all remember? I hope y'all saw part one. We was playing process of elimination, removed all the accessories, and it was determined that the noise was in fact coming from inside the timing cover area. But after looking, remember I told y'all this car been worked on before? After looking, guys, everything in here has been replaced. That's a new water pump. That's a new tensioner pulley. That's a new tensioner. Everything that I'm about to replace has just been replaced. Now, one or two things. Either these parts that they put on are crappy, or that's not the problem. Now, what we can do, I haven't taken the belt off or taken it out of timing. I'm thinking I can start it up right quick and see. I can't let it run long, of course, and see if the noise is still there. I'm gonna go grab a helper, have him to start it up. I'm gonna listen down in here. I can only run it maybe 10 seconds and see if that noise is still there. I got the battery disconnected, so I have to hook it back up. But now I'm a little concerned, guys. All these parts I knew, so somebody definitely, what y'all think in the comment section. All right, I'm not gonna leave y'all in suspense and go to a part 3, but Or maybe I just may do that because I'm at the 8-minute mark, guys. And I don't like videos longer than 8 minutes. So what I might end up doing is, oh, let me take y'all dumpster diving for a minute. Everything. I mean, everything has been replaced. Ooh, ready, guys. Here we are. Got this belt totally off. Now, guys, like I said earlier, most of this stuff already been replaced. Most of this stuff is new. I don't know if it's non-quality Derman type stuff because it's not Mopar. See that big M? Mopar or no car, guys. None of this stupid foolishness Derman type stuff. Let me stop because I don't know if these Derman parts are not. Now with the belt off and I'm rotating these pulleys, it's the only one I can feel a little growl coming from. Was all that noise coming from here? I don't know if y'all can hear that because it's kind of the ambient noise in here, but okay, I gotta go with the original plans. They said go ahead and replace, get all this stuff Mopar. All right, so like it's gonna pain me to take this new water pump off. Again, I don't know who make it. Even this is new. It's gonna pain me to take all this new stuff off just to install Mopar stuff. So which begs the question, y'all might want to go with high quality from the start. Guys, I'm never ever putting a non-Mopar water pump on a car like this. All right, I've seen these freeze up. When they build them, they cost is in mind, right? Cost plays a major role in the quality of the parts. So they would use, to keep costs down, you got to use cheap parts. So when it comes to water pump, they would tend to use the cheapest bearing possible. What happens? This bearing would freeze or seize up on you, and once this pulley lock up, you're talking about catastrophic. These are supposed to be it's hard to say if they non-interference or interference because I've seen them. Yeah, that's a long story behind that. However, I'm not only Mopar when it comes to this car here. Parts period. Yeah, quality, guys. They didn't spare no cost with this. I mean, because it's OEM. So yeah, give us the best bearings you have when you build these. All right, so that's what I think I'm getting in there. So, ready, guys. So I'm getting ready to do the water pump. Like I said, this water pump is new, but look, guys, this job is not that long ago. But look, you can see right there where it's starting to leak already. This is not Mopar, guys, so don't get it twisted. It might be Derman, I don't know. Who knows? But look, right there. Now, as far as noise, it's not giving off any noise, but that's right there is a bad sign within itself on the suspected longevity of this part. Okay, yes, it's not quality built. All of this stuff right here is new. They was chasing this noise. Okay, I found the pulley that go right here on the tensioner. That's the only noise I can find, guys. So they want me to, customer want me to go in with all Mopar stuff. I don't know, I guess I sold them on the fact that Mopar is quality. So I'm gonna wrap this video up, man. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, guys, I am test driving now. I am done with this PT Cruiser. It is purling like a kitten, guys. Remember, test drives are crucial. All right, number one, I got the windows down because I have the heat on. Remember, guys, I disrupted the cooling system. So I want to make sure that cooling system circulate throughout the entire cooling system. I have the heat on high, and it is hot, guys. I put a water pump on it. Y'all remember that. So you got to make sure you burp the system properly first, and then go test drive it with the heat on to make sure that heat will circulate. You don't want any air pockets in the cooling system, guys, okay? So I'm done with this PT Cruiser, guys. I'm a little shocked, okay? Like I said, I didn't think they was going to buy it. Maybe they really got a love for this car. It's a nice car, low mileage, 99,000 miles. Not even 100,000 miles yet. Somebody just did a lot of work on it. All I can say, I can't say they put parts on wrong because some of those parts only go on one way. I can, however, say maybe the parts that they put on was questionable. All right, I went on with Mopar or no car parts. All right. None of that Derman stuff over here, man. Y'all know how we roll. Hey, man, I'm done, man. I'm on a test drive. I shouldn't be filming while I'm recording. So I'm going to turn this camera up and I'm going to wrap this video up. All right, that's all I have. Thanks for watching.